Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Auteuil Racecourse here on Sunday. It is November the 24th, 2019. I'm going to look at the stakes races from Auteuil, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Hit 5 for more selections for race courses around the world, and I mean around the world. Let's get to the stakes action races 2, 3, 4, and 7. The second race from Auteuil, it's the Grade 3 Prix MICHEL Hurdle. It's a Grade 3 event going for a purse of $138,500, race for 4-year-olds and upwards. We have 6 horses going 3,600 meters or 2 miles and a quarter over the hurdle course. Top selection, we're going to take the number 2 horse, COURTOIS stud. I'm going to go 2-4-1 in the tri-cast trifecta. 2-4-1 tri-cast trifecta. Top selection 2 horse, COURTOIS stud. This 4-year-old filly by Lord de Stud here. 5-1. His most recent outing came the 10th of November here at Auteuil. 2 weeks ago. 2 miles and 3/8 in the Group 1 Prix du Vivier hurdle, and he finished second by 18 lengths. The winner, Leo Tomin, just jumped a terrific race, the best of his lifetime that I thought that day. This horse, he jumped well, was the best of the rest that day, just really couldn't keep behind, in front of the better horse. But before that, he was running in handicaps here at Auteuil on 3rd of October, 2 miles and a quarter in a handicap hurdle. He won by 2 lengths. He jumped well, liked the going. It was an all-around good race, and then on good ground here at Auteuil on the 23rd of September, 2 miles and a quarter in a handicap, facing older horses that day. He won by 8 lengths, and he did everything right. Facing older horses again for the second time. On wet ground, which he likes to run on, I think he can win against these horses. He's not facing Leo Tomin again, so I think he'll jump a lot better of a run. Also, I think a slight cutback in distance from 2 miles to 8 to 2 miles and a quarter should do him well also. 5-1, let's take him here. So to recap my selection for the second from Auteuil, it's the Grade 3 Prix MICHEL Hurdle. Let's take the 2 horse COURTOIS stud. I'm going to go 2-4-1 in the tri-cast trifecta. Let's get to race number 3. Race number 3 from Auteuil, it's the Grade 3 Prix MORGEX Chase. It's a Grade 3 event going for a purse of $155,500, race for 4-year-olds only. We have a field of 10 horses going the distance of ground of 4,400 meters with a 2 miles and 3/4 trip on the chase course. The top selection, we're going to take the 3 horse Bébé d'Or. We'll go 3-5 in the forecast exacta. 3-5 forecast exacta. Top selection 3 horse Bébé d'Or. 4-year-old gelding here. Pierre Duberg is on this one. The horse's most recent outing came the 24th of October at Auteuil, 2 miles 3/4 in a listed chase, and he won by 1/4 lengths. He jumped well, handled the wet going, and he got around the race course well. It was a very good run there. Before that, he improved a little bit the race before, I thought, and then he really improved with the win last time out. But 2 back on the 3rd of October at Auteuil, 2 miles 3/4 in a listed chase, finished second by 6 lengths. He had a few subpar jumps which probably cost him, but he jumped well. The winner, Flute de Champs, who won that day's run back, won today, keep in mind. But this horse, he got around the race course well. He improved a little bit off the race 4, which came at Compiègne on the 12th of September, 2 miles and a quarter in allowance hurdle. He finished 5th by 10 lengths, and he off the break, he just really never had a good run, and it just wasn't the day to win. He does his better running, I think, locally. He had a very good race here over the chases in May. 2 miles and a quarter in allowance chase, where he finished second by half length, and I thought he ran a terrific race there. He's 2-1 here. It's not the best price in the world, but I expect him to run a good race. Let's take him. If the ground was dry, I would take the 5 horse Forland. I have him second, and Jonathan Pluganews on this one. He's a horse that likes dry ground. His heavy ground form hasn't been very good at times. He has run decently on sometimes, but mostly it's not been good. But he on ability, he can win here. But he's going to be like the kind of wise guy horse here. At 4-1, if you're going to play any of the verticals, I would use him there. But like I said, he's a wise guy here. I'm more confident in the 3 horse Bébé d'Or. But to recap my selection for the third race from Auteuil, it's the Grade 3 Prix MORGEX Chase. They're going to go with the 3 horse Bébé d'Or. We'll also give some kudos to the 5 horse Forland. We'll go 3-5 in the forecast exacta to race number 4 now. Race number 4 from Auteuil, it is the Grade 2 Prix OLRY-ROEDERer Hurdle. It's a Grade 2 event going for a purse of $178,500, race for 5-year-olds, then upwards. Field of 7 horses going to the hurdle course, a distance of ground of 4,200 meters or 2 miles and 5/8 over that hurdle course. Top selection, we'll take the 4 horse Strello Han. If I said that right, I'm going to go 4-5-3 in the tri-cast trifecta. 4-5-3 tri-cast trifecta. Top selection 4 horse Relahan. Theo Chevalier is on this one. Signature gun by Marteline. The horse's most recent outing hasn't been seen since the 9th of March. I came in here at Auteuil, 2 miles 3/4 over the hurdles, 2 miles 5/8 over the hurdles, same distance as today, an illicit hurdle. Finished 5th by 11 lengths. He must have got injured out of that race because you haven't seen him since, in almost a year now. He jumped well very early in the run, but then he just kind of hit the wall. Couldn't keep up late. It wasn't the day to win. A year ago at this fixture in the 2 mile 3/4 PRIX COURTOIS chase, he won by 5 lengths there, at 34-1. He ran a terrific race. He jumped well and destroyed the group of horses on that quite soft ground. And then here at Auteuil last September 8 of 2018, 2 miles 3/8 and lounge hurdle. He finished second by 3 lengths. He jumped well. The winner by OLRY-ROEDERER is a decent horse who beat him that day, but he ran decently. He's not facing bipolar, who he lost to a few times in the last few months. Off the break, I think it's a good comeback race. Should definitely get the trip, and he should handle the heavy ground. At 8-1, I'm gonna take him here. He'll be my price play of the day from Auteuil. But to recount my selection for the 4th from Auteuil, gonna take the 4 horse. We'll go 4, 5, 3, and the trifecta. Let's get to race number 7 now from Auteuil. The featured 7th race from Auteuil. It is the Grade 2 PRIX COURTOIS chase. It's a Grade 2 event going for a purse of $253,500, race for 5-year-olds and upwards. Field of 8 horses going the distance of ground here of 4,400 meters, or the 2 miles and 3/4 trip over the chase course. The top selection, I'm going to take the 5 horse Edgeway. I'm going to go 5-1 in the forecast exacta. 5-1 forecast exacta. Top selection 5 horse Edgeway. This 5-year owned by Saddler Maker. Theo Chevalier is on this one. 2-1 here. His most recent outing came on the 13th of October at Auteuil. 2 miles 3/4 over the chase in a handicap chase. He won by 5 lengths that day. He did everything right. He had a low weight, jumped well, and all around great effort. Before that enlisted chase here at Auteuil, September the 17th, heavy ground, 2 miles 3/4. Guess what? He's a course and distance winner that day, winning by 12 lengths, and he did everything right. It wasn't the world's toughest listed race that day, but he got the job done. And then on the 9th of June here at Auteuil, on good ground, 2 miles 3/4 in the Grade 2 PRIX des Drags chase. He finished 4th by 4 lengths. Yeah, the winner, Jubilatoire, ran a terrific race and jumped well and held on to a great victory. This horse just had a few mistakes and he just couldn't keep up there on the quite dry ground. He's the kind of horse he likes to give in the ground. He's a heavy ground specialist. And then before that allowance chase at Auteuil, 2 miles 3/4, he won by 5, and again did everything right. He's going to see, given the ground, I think he'll run well. Ran this fixture last year in the MORGEX chase where he finished 4th, where he really never had a very good and comfortable run, but I think the ground's a lot softer today, and I think he's come to this race a lot better than he came into MORGEX last year. At 2-1, let's take him. So to recount my selection for the 7th from Auteuil, it's the Grade 2 PRIX COURTOIS chase. Gonna take the 5 horse Edgeway. Gonna go 5-1 in the forecast exacta. So good luck to all, and please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5. Good luck, everybody.